Y'all buckled. You sold your dignity, conscience, and soul. You sold your entire humanity over a $50 Stanley Starbucks cup.
What's good, cousins, and welcome back again on another episode today. How are you all doing? I really hope you guys are doing great. And if you are joining for the very first time, thank you so much for being here today. In today's video, we are going to be talking about the new collaboration in town because people have really been reacting to this collaboration. Starbucks have finally collaborated with Stanley Cup, and the timing of this collaboration is pretty interesting because you have to be living under the rock if you haven't had so many news about Starbucks recently. People are reacting to how so many people are now folding and forgetting about the Starbucks boycott that is going on, all because of a pink sippy cup. I don't know if you guys saw the video of people literally fighting, pushing each other, camping in front of stores just to be able to get this pink box, and it's almost like the boycott that people have been talking about is just being swept under the rug immediately after the cup was released. Since the boycott started, Starbucks has lost over $13 billion, and I think this is a way for them to actually get people back. But the way people are folding about this has sparked a lot of conversation on social media, and I have put together some of the things that people are saying about the reaction and the way people are trying to get the Starbucks cup. So without wasting much time, let's just get right into it and let's see what the people have to say about the new collaboration between Starbucks and Stanley Cups.
Y'all buckled. You sold your dignity, conscience, and soul. You sold your entire humanity over a $50 Stanley Starbucks cup. Ugh. You stupid? You're spending $50 on a cup? You're spending $50 for a container that keeps liquid cold? You're in the winter time? You're stupid. You're stupid. Ew. You're gross. You're disgusting. You are absolutely the worst of the worst. You have literally heard everything that is going on. You heard why Starbucks is being boycotted. You heard about Starbucks' involvement in genocide. Children being smashed under rubble, under blocks of concrete, losing limbs, screaming at the top of their lungs while they watch their parents be killed. And you said, but this pink Starbucks cup, that's $50 though? Y'all camped out outside and wrapped around the building in a line that long for a pink Stanley Starbucks cup. Gross. Ew. You stupid.
I want to start this video off by saying Starbucks was never that good, and if you feel the need to debate me on that in this moment, you're deranged. But there's been an ongoing movement to boycott Starbucks and any other corporation that is contributing to the Israeli occupation of Palestine. Glaringly easy to see when these companies feel the pressure. Like Starbucks, for instance, who all of a sudden want to make it so that you can bring your own cup to Starbucks and get a drink in that cup. A cup without the Starbucks logo, because it's very easy to pinpoint somebody in public who is drinking Starbucks. Like when viewers clocked Monet McMichael for having Starbucks right next to her on the subway in this video she made. But the new thing now is the Stanley Cup. White women are camping out of Targets with Starbucks inside of them in droves. They are getting to Target as early as 6 o'clock in the morning to camp out for the Stanley Cup, a cup that you put water in. Capitalism really has us in a vice grip by the balls. We are a spineless society that will stand for absolutely nothing. And it's hilarious because white people for years have condemned black people for camping out for Jordans, but will turn around and just completely spit in the face of a humanitarian rights movement for a cup.
So all it took was a pink cup for us to erase everything that we've been standing up for. A pink cup did it. Got all their sales back. A pink cup. I don't know, man. It's like, do y'all be protesting because it's a trend? Just how y'all got the cup because it's a trend? Is everything y'all do just for a trend? Do y'all even stand up for something? Do y'all even have real morals? Nah, everything is really just a trend, y'all. That shit is so weird, bro.
Y'all really ought to be ashamed of yourselves. Like, all it took was a collaboration between Starbucks and Stanley for y'all to fold. A week ago, we were protesting. But they collaborated, and y'all was like, fuck that. I need to get my metal cup. Do y'all remember when y'all were killing each other over a chicken sandwich? Do y'all remember when y'all were fighting over toilet paper? We look back at those things and we're actually like, what the fuck? This is the same thing. These companies they just know how dense Americans can be, and they play on it. And y'all fall for it every time. Like, baby, whoever's in the Starbucks PR team, they definitely deserve a raise. I'll give them that. Because it's like y'all are so predictable.
That's an excellent point, and I feel like Stanley Cups are a brand that I'm personally not going to support anymore. They're the first company to cross the picket line. This Starbucks boycott isn't new, and they still decide to partnership with them. So yeah, they're done, their stance has been made, and collectively we need to divest from this company as well. Remove your support from them because their complacency is aiding the G side of the people of Watermelon Country. Stanley Cups have made their position clear, and they stand with the oppression of the people of Watermelon Country, and they don't stand with workers. So why should we support them? We need to affect their bottom line as well, and any company that decides to partnership with Starbucks. So talk about it, leave emojis in any sort of comment section that you can find. If you see reviews on their products, let people know what they stand for and why you won't be supporting them if they keep supporting them. If you see a content creator engaging with their product, let the content creator know and also disengage with their content. We live in an attention-based economy. And Stanley Cups are another thing that's easy to replace and to boycott. You can find many people making thermoses in different cups here on TikTok Shop and other places that are just as good and sometimes better. We need these companies to sit there and be held accountable for their actions and let them know that we're not going to stop. Free Palestine.
This is everything you need to know about the Stanley Cup line.
Do not buy it. We are still boycotting Starbucks in 2024. They're using the Stanley Cups because they see that everybody is going crazy over it right now. But do not fall for their marketing tactic. We will still be boycotting Starbucks until the end of time. Starbucks is okay with funding a genocide. So they're going to use our money to go kill people overseas. And we are not okay with that. I get it. Some Starbucks worker might promote this as a way to get incentives or as a way to get a bonus. But sorry, we will not be buying it at all. Starbucks is no longer on the radar. If you ask me, they're done for. I said what I said. If you want to go ahead and buy that Stanley Cup from Starbucks, just remember that you're funding a genocide. And that money that you're spending is going to go towards someone's life being taken away. So think again.
Y'all are absolutely pitiful because, like, what are we talking about? There's no way that Stanley and freaking Starbucks drop a collab and all of a sudden y'all forgot what we was doing. Y'all forgot we was boycotting. Y'all forgot that our money means something. Y'all forgot that there's a such thing as a distraction, so that way we can get their attention back and they can be consumers again, and they can blindly just accept whatever we deal with or whatever we give to them. Like, you feel me? The fact that y'all standing in lines for a Stanley Cup. We're not talking about tickets to Beyonce. Honestly, I don't know how y'all do that. That's me. I'm not standing in the line. But listen here, for a cup, at least an experience makes some sense for a cup. A cup. Y'all wild. Ain't going to hell.
But this pink Starbucks cup, that's $50 though?
Disappointing isn't even the word. How are you going to sit there and you know why Starbucks is being boycotted and over a Stanley Cup, a $50 cup at that, which we're over here complaining about how we can't afford things, but yeah, you're able to afford a $50 cup? Make it make sense. Y'all folded for a $50 Starbucks cup. That's it. That's all it took. That's all it took for you guys to stop boycotting Starbucks. Their drinks aren't even that good, y'all. And a Stanley cup, who gives a crap? Y'all have enough cups in your cupboard. Y'all have enough cups. Don't tell me you don't. Absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting.
When I heard people were talking about Stanley Cups, I thought everybody was talking about hockey. Like, maybe that's the Canadian in me, that's the first thing my brain goes to, but no. They're talking about these things, these tumblers. And people are going crazy for them, lining up at Target at like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning waiting for the store to open so that they can run in and get their hands on one. And they're not cheap either. These things are what, like $30, $40 a piece? So I have to ask, like, why are they so expensive? It holds water. Is it magic? Was it crafted with Dumbledore's Elder Wand? Like, why are they so much money? And two, why are people paying so much for these things? Like, are they really worth $30, $40 for a tumbler? Like, why are these so popular?
I would really like to hear what you guys think about the new collaboration between Stanley and Starbucks, because if you have seen that video, what was your first reaction, especially if you know what has been going on and if you know about the boycott that has been going on. I feel like this video that has been circulating the media is a clear evidence and a confirmation to us that social media is different from real life. Like, people could literally be online and say some certain things, and what they are doing after that is real different. People could really talk about something to gain maybe audience or something like that, but in real life they don't really stand by it. Those videos are clear evidence to us that a lot of people view that thing as a trend. They thought it was a trend. While thousands of people are being killed in Palestine, it seems like a trend for some people, because there was a particular video I made of a lady as well who mentioned that by the time this trend died down, so you can tell that this literally seemed like a trend to some people. For real though, we know what have been going on. We know how their workers have even been complaining as well. But then again, they release a cup because they know they are losing some money. They decided to release a cup just so that, you know, the money that they've been losing can come back to them. A $50 cup just to be able to keep a liquid cold. And there are even other brands of cups like this that I have come across on the same TikTok that is very much okay. So now here that the same place that they have been complaining that their tax is being used to fund genocide are still going back to still spend that same money to buy this item. Like, it's very crazy. It's not adding up. So I literally get what all these teachers are saying, and every single thing they said is the absolute truth. This was something that we were still talking about up until 2 days ago on boycotting the companies that have been supporting this genocide. But it only took a $50 cup to change the mindset of people. It only took a $50 cup to make people fold. And I totally agree with the speech, the lady who said that the PR team for Starbucks literally deserves a raise. Like, every single money they make from that Stanley Cup, they should give their PR team about 30 to 40% because they actually deserve it. They know that people are going to move. They know that that is going to move people. The fact that this shows people's priority is another concerning thing to look out for. Like, let me just hear what you guys think. People have the right to do whatever it is they like with their money, agreed. But then again, in the face of people, in the face of kids who are losing their parents, in the face of families who are losing their generation. What do you think about all of this? Let me hear your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you all so much for joining. And if you have not subscribed, please subscribe before you go and turn your bell notification on. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, and I love you guys.